Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine? That feeling of being watched when you know you're alone. Imagine that feeling, but amplified 1,000 times. Welcome, brave viewers, to adorn into one of the most chilling tales ever whispered in the dark corners of the globe. The story of the abandoned St. Jude's Sanatorium. Our story begins not with a bang, but with a whisper. A nurse, Clara, returns to the place that has haunted her dreams for 20 years. St. Jude's wasn't just a hospital, it was a place where hope came to die. Tucked away in a remote, fog-shrouded mountain range, it was the last stop for those afflicted with a devastating, incurable plague. As the world outside tried to forget them, the patients and staff within were sealed off, left to face their fate alone. Clara was one of the few who escaped just before the final quarantine, a decision that has tormented her ever since. Now, driven by a guilt she can no longer bear, she pushes open the rusty tin gates. The air is thick, heavy with the dust of forgotten years and something else, something sorrowful. The main entrance hall, once bustling with frantic activity, is now a silent, cavernous tomb. A thick layer of grime covers everything, and peeling paint hangs from the ceiling like strips of shedding skin. The only sound is the crunch of broken glass under Clara's boots and the mournful whistle of wind through shattered window panes. Why has she come back? She's searching for a name, for a single file in the hospital's dilapidated records office, the file of a young girl, Lily, a patient she had promised she would never leave. It's a promise she broke, and the weight of it has been a phantom limb, an ache that never ceases. As she navigates the decaying corridors, she can almost hear the echoes of the past, the faint coughing, the desperate prayers, the soft, weeping cries that once filled these halls. Each door she passes is a portal to a memory. Room 207. Mr. Abernathy, who used to tell jokes to the very end, his laughter a small beacon in the overwhelming darkness. Room 312. The twins, who held hands until their last breaths, their bond unbroken even by death. Clara remembers them all. Their faces flash before her eyes, not as they were in sickness, but as the vibrant people they were before the plague stole their futures. This place isn't just abandoned. It's saturated with the final moments of hundreds of souls. As she ventures deeper, the atmosphere grows colder, more oppressive. The silence is no longer empty. It's watchful. She feels eyes on her from the shadowed doorways and empty beds. A child's laughter echoes from the end of a long, dark hallway. "Impossible," she calls out, her voice trembling. "Hello? Is anyone there?" Only the creak of a distant door swinging on its hinges answers her. It's the old pediatric ward, the place she fears the most. The place where Lily spent her final days. Clara's flashlight beam cuts through the gloom, revealing rusted cribs and overturned toys. A lone rocking horse sits in the center of the room, swaying gently back and forth, as if a ghostly child had just pushed off from it. And then she hears it. A soft, melodic humming, the lullaby she used to sing to Lily to help her sleep. Goosebumps prickle her skin. It's not just a memory. It's here. Now. Her heart hammers against her ribs. She follows the sound to a small, isolated room at the very back of the ward. The door is slightly ajar. Pinned to it is a child's drawing, faded but still recognizable. It's a picture of two figures holding hands, a nurse and a little girl. Underneath, in a child's scroll, are the words, "You promised." With a shaking hand, Clara pushes the door open. The room is bare, except for a single, small bed frame. The humming stops. A profound, suffocating silence descends, but the feeling of being watched is stronger than ever. She scans the room with her light, her breath held tight in her chest. The beam lands on the far wall. Scratched into the plaster, over and over again, is a single word, Clara. And then, from the darkest corner of the room, a whisper snakes through the air, right next to her ear. A child's voice, filled with an eternity of waiting. "You came back." Suddenly, the doors to the pediatric ward slammed shut, one by one, down the entire length of the hall. Boom, boom, boom. Each impact is a nail in a coffin. Clara is trapped. The playful, humming ghost of Lily is no longer just a sad memory. It's a presence, a gatekeeper, and it's not alone. The whispers begin to multiply from every room, every shadow. The voices of the forgotten patients rise. They aren't angry. They're lonely. They reach out not to harm, but to hold. They want Clara to stay, to become one of them, to fulfill her role as their nurse. Forever, figures begin to coalesce in the darkness, translucent, shimmering outlines of the people she once cared for. They drift towards her, their hands outstretched. Clara's mission to find a file to ease her guilt has become a desperate fight for her own soul. The hospital, this massive, waiting tomb, has claimed her. She sees Mr. Abernathy, his spectral form offering a silent, sad smile. She sees the twins, their hands still joined, beckoning her closer, and she sees Lily, standing by the bed, her eyes hollow pits of shadow, her small hand reaching for Clara's. "Stay with us," she whispers. "Don't leave us again." The hospital is not a place of horror because of monsters or demons. It's terrifying because of its profound, suffocating sorrow. It is a testament to the idea that some places become so soaked in human tragedy that they hold on to it, replaying it for eternity. The spirits here are not evil. They are echoes, trapped in a loop of their final, lonely moments. And they see in Clara a familiar face, a comfort they've been denied for 2 decades. Can Clara escape the clutches of her own past? Or will she become the final resident of St. Jude's, her own whisper joining the chorus of the abandoned? Her story serves as a chilling reminder that some promises are binding, even beyond the grave. The dead don't always rest, and sometimes they wait. They wait for you to come back. What do you think happened to Clara? Did she find a way out? Or is her spirit now eternally walking those haunted corridors, caring for the patients she left behind? Let me know your theories down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the dark, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Tales from the Shadows. Thank you for watching, and try not to listen for whispers in the quiet of your own home tonight.